What's going on, and welcome back. My ribs hurt right here. I have costochondritis. I've talked about this. It's where, like, I'll get like rib pain in my ribs. Sometimes it's on my right. Today it's on my left. And sometimes it's on both. It's a thing. Look it up. Costochondritis. You know, people get it like when they're like active in sports. I mean, not everybody gets it. I did. And it sucks. Some people have it worse than I do, though. I'll say that some people have it way worse than I do. Sometimes they just hurt a little bit. Like right now. Mine hurts right here on my left side. Like on the muscle part of my ribs. I don't know. Anyway. It's been raining for the past 2 days. I got up Sunday morning and it was pouring outside. I mean, pouring. And I decided at 9:30 in the morning to go to Walmart to go get some dog food, because there's three times out of the day that I'll go to Walmart. Early in the morning, right after work. Well, early in the morning, so I don't have to deal with or have to see like the idiots that are shopping at Walmart. Right after work, because a lot of people are still at work when I get out of work, and I don't have to deal with the idiots that are shopping at Walmart. I mean, there's still some there, but not that many. There's still some there. And then like maybe an hour before they close. I haven't done that one in a while, because like everybody's already like at home sleeping, and I'm like at Walmart, and like the store's empty pretty much, and I love it. Because oh my God, the people that go shop at Walmart, the shit I've seen. The shit I've seen at Walmart. It's ridiculous. Like when the whole pandemic was going on, people were wearing masks. I wore a mask, you know. And well, we don't now we don't have to, but back then, yeah. And this guy, I don't know what I was thinking. He had it wasn't a suit. He looked like he had slacks on with like a button-up shirt and a tie. He had kind of long hair, but he had it slicked back. He had suspenders on. He had his sleeves rolled up. And he was grocery shopping with a hockey mask on. A hockey mask! Like Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. He was shopping with a hockey mask on. And it was painted gold. And he had sunglasses on underneath it. And my son was like, Dad. I was like, I know. Shut up. Shut up. We don't know who this guy is. Maybe he's crazy. I don't know. Those kind of people. Man. Anyway. So I go to Walmart. It's like 9:30 in the morning on Sunday. You're going to hear a lot of that, by the way. And maybe some coffee, maybe some sneezing. And blowing my nose. Let me tell you why. So I put a pair of shorts on, I put a t-shirt on, I throw on my shoes, and I walk from my house to my car, and I'm soaking wet. And I'm going to Walmart Sunday morning, and I can't see like 5 feet in front of me. That's how much it was raining. And then I get to Walmart. I try to park as close as I can to the building, and then from my car to Walmart, I get soaking wet. And again, leaving Walmart, I get soaking wet. Leaving my car to get back inside of my house, I get soaking wet. I'm loving this rain. I'm loving it. It cools things off. It's so cloudy right now. It's not raining. It was raining earlier. But right now, it's just kind of cloudy. We're supposed to get some more rain at like 1 o'clock in the morning till like maybe 7 or 8. Anyway, I get up this morning to go to work, and I'm sneezing. My nose don't stop running, and I don't know if I'm getting sick or if it's just my allergies. I don't know if my allergies are just acting up really, really bad, or if I caught a cold. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that sick. I am feeling kind of warm though. Anyway, I might have caught a cold. I don't know. Anyways, like I said, I'm loving this weather. I really am. Because when it rains, that just means that it gives me an excuse to stay inside and play games or watch movies. Anyways, so I'm going to Walmart, right? I'm leaving the house. Pouring rain outside. And I look next door to my neighbor's house. You know, the neighbor with the kids. The kids I've talked about that were like bad. They're not that bad. They're just not taken care of correctly. Let's put it that way. They're not taken care of correctly. Your mom, I don't know her. I don't know her. I know she has a boyfriend, I think, that like he only shows up at night sometimes and picks her up like at 7 and drops her off at God knows what time in the morning. And the kids are there, I think, by themselves. And I know they have summer school because during the pandemic, she didn't give a shit about like sending them to school or homeschooling them correctly, because like I saw a teacher there one time with a stack of papers. I guess they were failing, so now they have to go to like summer school. Oh, my ribs. Anyway, what was I getting at? Oh, so yeah, I'll come home after work. Actually, I'll leave my house in the morning to go to work, and I'll come by the house about 9 o'clock, 10-ish, to check my dog, and her car's already gone. And sometimes she don't come back till like 11 o'clock at night, and the kids are there. One of them is like my son's age, and like a couple of other ones are like younger. Anyways, I feel bad for the kids, man. I really do. But what am I gonna do? They're not my kids. I'm not gonna call CPS on her because they look like they're all right. But I'm watching. Anyways, I go to Walmart and I get into my car and I look next door, and her car's sitting in front of her house, and her window on the driver's side is wide open, and it's pouring rain. And I'm thinking, what? And I come home from Walmart, like I said, and it's still pouring rain, and her window's still open. And I come inside and I take a shower, and I start cleaning a little bit, put some laundry, and start making some food. And the rain stops, and I look outside, and her window's still open. And it starts again, and her window is still open. Whoa. I go to work the next day, and her window's still open. And I come home from work, and her car's gone. So either she was at home with a really major hangover and she didn't want to get out of bed, or she didn't care, or she forgot that her window was open, or her boyfriend that only shows up at night and hangs out there for a couple of hours and disappears, and we don't see him again for like another 2 or 3 days, and then shows up again at around the same time at 7 to come pick her up and then drops her off. I'm thinking maybe he's married. I think he's married. I don't know. I think he's married. Anyway, yeah, her car must have been soaked. Her car must have been soaking wet on the inside. Because I know. Because one time I used to have a Mustang, and it was pouring rain outside, and I was looking out this window that's right here in front of me, and I'm looking outside. I'm like, man, it's pouring rain, and I can barely see the car. Right? That's how much it's raining. I can barely see the car. And I'm like, shit. It's raining. Anyway, the rain stops, and my son, he's still little. He's still sitting in a car seat at this point. You know, he's like maybe 2, maybe 2.5. And I'm gonna go start the car because we're gonna leave, because we're gonna go to my grandparents' house to go eat. My windows were rolled down in my car. There was like this much water. I mean, my gas pedal was almost underwater. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. I start the car up. My seats were completely soaking wet. Alright. I had to put like towels on my seats. I start the car, I turn the radio on, and it just starts flashing. Oh my gosh. The radio ended up working after everything dried up, but I can only imagine her car, because shit. She left that one window open and the wind was blowing in that direction. Jeez. Anyways, we're not here to talk about the weather, which I've been talking about for like the past 14 minutes or so, I think. Anyway, we're here to talk about video games. Now, I said last week that I was going to show you my Wii collection, or my Wii U. I can't remember what I said. Anyway, I think I've done that already. So what I did was I made a list. Damn. I made a list of like my top 10 Wii games that I would love to own, which I'll probably never own, and I'll explain why in a minute. Well, I'll explain right now. Actually, some of these are pretty heavy hitters, and by heavy hitters I mean that they're rare and expensive. Some of them are hidden gems, which makes them expensive. So I'll probably never own them, but I would like to, give you a list of games that I would love to own one day. Whether I'm going to own them or not, I don't know. So, I don't really know too much about these games other than the fact that I've heard other people talk about them. And I've heard like other YouTubers talk about like hidden gems for like the Wii, hidden gems for like the PlayStation and the Wii U. And some of the games that they've talked about, I've picked up. Not the games that are on this list, but some of them that I've seen for a reasonable price on eBay. I picked up games that I wouldn't normally play, and yeah, they were good. They were actually good, and I really enjoyed them. So, let's check out some of these games. And I'm going to give you prices for some of these games, just to give you an idea of why I probably won't buy them. Some I will, one day. But most of them, it's probably not going to happen. So, these are, like I said, all Wii games. Here, I have my list. And these aren't just games that, like, because I've heard other people talk about them that I want to play them. These are games that have been on my radar for a long time. Why did I pick them up back then when they were cheaper? I just never thought then that they would climb up in price like they are now. Anyway, Super Paper Mario. It's an RPG, right? Yeah, I think it's an RPG. I love the Paper Mario series. You know, I played it on GameCube. I believe I have it on the N64. I've never played the one on the Wii. I'll like try it out. And it goes for like $23. $23, $24. So, that's reasonable. That one's pretty reasonable. Another one that I saw that looked pretty damn interesting. I believe it's an RPG as well. It's called Pandora's Tower. It's always got to be something, right? If it ain't cars passing by, it's a fly. Anyway, Pandora's Tower. Another RPG that... I love RPGs. I love them. And Pandora's Tower looks pretty interesting. I don't know what it's about, but I would love to play it and find out. But that one goes for $90 to $100. Yeah. No. The other one, another RPG, is The Last Story. Again, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I don't know anything about these games other than what they are. If they're action adventure or if they're RPG. But The Last Story is one that I've been wanting for a while now. It really has. Like I said, I love RPGs. I love Final Fantasy type games. Turn-based type games. I try to get into like what's the word I'm looking for here? Strategy, or like Final Fantasy Tactics. I have that one. I haven't played it because it's on the PS1, and I need to. Well, that's a good excuse, right? I just need to hook up the PlayStation 1 and try it out. But I've been playing like Game Pass has the Dark Crystal, and that's like a tactics type of game. And I tried it out once. I couldn't really figure it out though. I have a buddy that's really good at those games. He said he'd teach me. So yeah. Anyways, how did I get to that? The Last Story. It's an RPG. I want to play it. $100 for a complete box. Or you can spend $110 and get the special edition complete box. You know, if I were to like actually like pull the trigger on this game, I just spend the extra $10 and just get the special edition. That's like a no-brainer. Am I going to spend $110 right now? No, I'm not. You know why? Because I can't afford it. Anyways, Xenoblade Chronicles. Okay. Yeah. Another RPG. Huge game. I heard it was massive. Over 100 hours of gameplay. And hey, it goes for 40 to 50 bucks. Okay, that I can understand. If I want to play it that bad, I'll spend 40 bucks. I'll spend 50 bucks. You know, no big deal. Oh, Metroid Other M. Metroid Other M. $20 game. Now that one, okay. I have the Metroid Prime collection. I thought it was on there, but it isn't. So, if I ever go out of town and I see it, I'll pick it up for 20 bucks. Yeah. I'm not gonna order it off of eBay or anything. I'd rather like go somewhere and find it before I ordered it. Anyway, Dead Space, Extraction, an on-rail shooter, I believe. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. But I believe it's an on-rail shooter. Like I said, I might be wrong. But I bought some on-rail shooters for the Wii, and I love them. You know, and hey, for 35 bucks, can't beat that price. Again, I'm not gonna order it off of eBay because I might go somewhere and find it for cheaper. You know, like a flea market, but there's no flea markets here. I am going out of town here soon. So hey, maybe I might get lucky, right? Project 02, survival horror game. I absolutely love survival horror games. This one looks right up my alley, and I want to try it out. And hey, you never know, I might like it. But this game goes anywhere from $100 to 220 bucks. Yeah, it's expensive. Will I ever own it? It depends. That one, it depends if I win the lottery. Because for me to spend that type of money on a video game, $100? Jeez, 220 bucks, man. For a video game? It better be a damn good video game. Now, speaking of survival horror, I absolutely love the Silent Hill series. Or was it series? Yeah. Series. I seen this game at GameStop. Oh my god, years ago. And I don't even know if it's any good or not. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. My neighbor's dog. Anyway, I seen it at GameStop a long time ago for like 20 bucks. Maybe I even seen it there for like 15 bucks. Who knows? Now, $90. 90 bucks. Why? Is it rare? I don't know. But it's a Silent Hill game. Yeah, that's one I would love to own for the Wii because I love the Silent Hill series. I played the first one and I finished it. I played the second one and I finished it. I made a whole video on the second one back in the day when I used to be shit on YouTube because like I didn't have a personality back then. I might have to redo that video again. I don't know. Silent Hill 3, I never finished it. Silent Hill 4, The Room, a game they got shit on, was one of my favorites. I have to show you my Silent Hill collection one of these days. One of these days. Another game that I would love to own on the Wii, and I might one day, if I ever run into it, is A Boy and His Blob. Now, back when I was growing up, a friend of mine, he used to have A Boy and His Blob for the NES, and I'd watch him. I'd sit there, I'd go to his house. He'd invite me over to his house, and I'd sit there and I'd watch him play. And he was one of those kids that I'd be like, can I play? And he'd be like, no, just sit there and watch. And then you'd hear a knock at his door. It'd be his mom bringing us snacks, and he would tell me, if my mom asks you if I'm letting you play, you tell her yes. I was like, okay, because he had like all the coolest games and shit. And back at my house, I had like Super Mario Brothers and maybe like The Legend of Zelda. So I'd go over to his house, and I'd watch him play all these cool games, and the prick wouldn't let me play. So when I saw, I can play it now. I can play it now on the game station because it's on there. I don't actually own the physical copy of A Boy and His Blob on the NES, but I can play it now on the game station. And but I saw it for the Wii, and I was like, yes. One day I'm gonna get this game. I'm gonna make it mine. Anyways, last but not least, I'm a huge fan of the Castlevania franchise. That's the word I was looking for. Franchise. The Final Fantasy franchise, the Silent Hill franchise, the Castlevania franchise. I love Castlevania. I love all their games. Back when Konami was doing it, and then they switched over to, oh God, what was the name of that company? I don't even know. When they came out with Castlevania for the 360, which was not a bad game, but still. And then they had Castlevania 2. What the hell was the name of that game? Hold on. Okay, so I said that I had got Castlevania for the 360, which I did, but I went back and I rebought it for the PS3. Lords of Shadow. Not a bad game. It was Konami. Holy shnikes. It says right there, I don't know if you can see it. It was a Konami game. But somebody else did it up. Who was it? I can't see. But yeah. Lords of Shadow. I enjoyed it. Anyway, I went to GameStop not that long ago. Oh, actually, it was long ago. It was like 3 years ago. And I bought Lords of Shadow 2. Sealed. And I thought, this is going to be great. Because I love the visuals on this game. It was awesome. It was something, it was different. But I thought, this is going to be awesome. I hated that game. No, hate's a strong word. I didn't hate the game. I just didn't like it as much. I hate the whole... I hate movies that start off at, like, you're like in like medieval times, and then it goes into the future, and then it brings a guy from the future into medieval times, and he's like with the lighter, and everybody's like, he's like, yeah, I created fire, and they're like, oh, I hate that. I think the only time traveling movie that I really enjoyed was oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the movie. You're gonna see it like right here, because when I'm editing, it'll pop in my head. Anyways, yeah, that's how this game was. You start off, and then you're like in the 1800s or something, and then you're like in the future and you're fighting robots. What? What? Anyways, the Castlevania franchise, I love it. Castlevania Judgment. It's a fighting game on the Wii. Yes, I want it. $24. Yes. Why I haven't picked it up yet? I don't know. But if I ever run into it, yes, for $24. Hey, maybe I'll find it cheaper. Maybe I'll find it cheaper. But yeah, that was my top 10 Wii games that I would love to own, that I would probably never own. Well, most of them anyways. But yeah, if I ever do get my hands on them, if I find a good deal on them somewhere, it's not going to be here in town, that's for sure. I'm not feeling too good right now. I think, yeah, you know what? I think I'm hoping it's allergies. I'm hoping that's all that's wrong with me. It's just I hope it's just allergies, because it's 4th of July this weekend. I want to have fun with my family, and I don't want to be sick. I don't. And then, oh, my ribs. Like I said, costochondritis, look it up. It's a real thing. Like I said, sometimes it's on my left side, sometimes it's on my right side, sometimes I feel pain on both sides. It just depends what I'm doing at work. Oh my gosh. I'm hungry. And I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go fix me something to eat. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.